6-cylinder. My dad went and turned in his Lexus and got the exact same car as me.
He had to have it.
I don't know if I'll ever not buy a Ford.
Make the switch to Ford and get an Escape with 0% financing plus $500 bonus cash. Or see the lease experts at your local Ford store and lease an Escape for only $189 a month.
From WMBD 31, this is your forecast first.
Wrapping up another cloudy day across central Illinois. Numbers here in the 10 o'clock hour, still not bad. We're down to 30 in Galesburg, 34 in Peoria, and down to the freezing mark, 32 over in the Twin Cities. Still a lot of cloud cover to get through, likely to hang around through the duration of the overnight and into early tomorrow morning. But some breaks out to the west into central Iowa. That arrives by tomorrow afternoon. So it is a quiet night on our KBL Design Center camera downtown. You'll wake up to temperatures below freezing. We'll make our way into the upper 30s by around lunchtime, and all of us should crack into the low 40s for tomorrow afternoon. Even warmer to kick off your weekend. We'll talk about that in your forecast coming up. But first, your news starts right now.
Tonight, leadership changes for a local university.
She transformed the university.
How Bradley students are responding to the news of their president's unexpected retirement. Plus, President Obama called for paid leave across the nation in his State of the Union address. We'll look at how Illinois officials are now responding to his movement.
Taking action for you. This is WMBD 31 News at 10.
For 8 years, Bradley University has followed the leadership of President Joanne Glasser, but her tenure is coming to an end.
Glasser says she'll step down at the end of the academic year. WMBD's Eugene Daniel in studio with us tonight for local reaction. Eugene, how are students and faculty taking this news?
Well, Maria, many I spoke to said they could not think of a more fitting person to call president, and they're shocked that they will no longer be able to do that much longer.
Like, it's kind of just been blowing up like all around our social media and stuff like that. Kind of came as a shock, really.
Joanne Glasser is what's trending on Bradley's campus. News of her stepping down sent shockwaves through the student body.
It's a shame that me being a freshman, she's already leaving, but even those moments that I just had with her, they were more than enough to convinced me that Bradley was a great place to be.
8 years ago, she was the first woman ever hired as president of Bradley, and those who work with her say Glasser has transformed the university.
You know, when you look for new leadership, you look for somebody to take you to new heights, to greater achievements, to national prominence. And she has done that.
During her tenure, Bradley reached the largest fundraising effort in school history, raising more than $161 million.
There are new buildings everywhere, new buildings that are at the forefront of what educational facilities should be.
That includes a $24 million renovation of Westlake Hall, the school's oldest building, and home to the longest tenured dean.
President Glasser has been amazing. She has transformed this campus from new facilities to new programs to new centers. She has been here 8 years, and it's amazing what she's accomplished.
Dean Jeffrey Huberman credits Glasser with the recent success of the School of Communications.
That's only because Joanne Glasser backed what we did with enthusiasm, our nationally ranked game design program. That's Joanne Glasser. When we say that she transformed the university for the better, it's absolutely the case in every way. That's the mark of an extraordinary leader, I think.
Glasser is Bradley's 10th president. Her last day will be May 31st. Earlier today, she released a statement. She wrote, quote, "This difficult decision comes with many mixed feelings predicated upon my love of the institution, students, faculty, staff, alumni, and the Peoria community, which has been home for me to the last 8 years. But I believe it is time for a leadership change to allow fresh eyes and new ideas to continue the excellent momentum of our institution." Maria.
All right, Eugene, thanks. A former McLean County Sheriff's deputy now facing charges after being accused of stealing. Court records accuse Jay Hobson of taking more than $100,000 from the McLean County Deputies Union. According to our news partner, WJBC Radio, it happened between 2011 and 2014. The money had been earmarked for charity. Hobson resigned shortly after the missing money was noticed in August.
A volunteer soccer coach at Twin Cities High School is behind bars tonight, accused of sexually assaulting a child. Christian Aranda is facing 1 count of predatory criminal sexual assault and 3 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse of a child under the age of 13. According to our news partner, WJBC, he He has since been removed from Normal West High School's coaching staff. Aranda was arrested on the 15th. He's due in court January 30th.
The family of a man from Illinois missing for nearly 2 years is speaking to media for the first time since he was found in California. Many questions remain about exactly what happened to Derek Higgins between the time he left Illinois in March of 2013 and when he was found on Saturday in San Diego. We do know he had been living on the street for the past 22 months.
When we first saw him, first thing he did was stand up and gave us both a hug.
I know everyone has questions, so do we, but it's going to be a slow process.
Higgins' parents say he suffers from memory loss, the result of being involved in several car accidents.
Some say the words South Side have a negative tone in Peoria, but the people who live there, well, they want to change that. Local business owners and residents say they are ready to address the reputation of Peoria's South Side. Community leaders say that starts with improving infrastructure, keeping kids occupied after school, and creating jobs. One business owner says this is not something the South Side can do alone. It will have to be a citywide effort.
The people on the south side of Peoria have every right to have a nice place to live, a nice place to go and do their business, a nice place to shop, a nice place to go to school, as any place else in the community of Peoria.
There are some things that locals say can remain the same, like the neighborhood house, Southside Manor, and Lincoln Branch Library. Building on those places would help make the South Side a desirable place to live, one block at a time.
Not-for-profits in Peoria's South Side are getting a boost. Dozens attended tonight's P-Town Soup at the neighborhood house. The event's put on by the Peoria Community Against Violence. It raises money for local nonprofits that are trying to better the community. And of course, it does this by serving up some delicious recipes as well. Attendees can cast their votes for an agency with the best pitch. The winner gets all of the money collected from ticket sales.
It's really a friendly competition between not-for-profits, and there's some really, really good organizations out there that can really use, a few $100s just to boost, and do some support and some good things for the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Moonlight Coalition for Adult Learning won the last event. It says the money allowed 5 people to take and pass the GED.
Local reaction tonight to the announcement that the Department of Justice is not expected to indict a police officer in Ferguson, Missouri. Darren Wilson shot and killed unarmed teenager Michael Brown back in August. WMBD spoke with Peoria's police chief Jerry Mitchell about what his officers learned from the fallout.
We didn't have the violence that a lot of other communities did. We did have a town hall meeting. We did have some active protesting, peaceful. So I mean, that goes to say what this community is all about.
Chief Mitchell says a similar situation could happen anywhere. That's why one of his top priorities is strengthening relations between the police and the community.
This should have happened a long time ago.
President Barack Obama making bold plans in his 6th State of the Union address, one of them to provide paid sick and maternity leave to all workers. Here at the state level, a plan to bring paid leave for domestic workers failed last year. While the issue appears to have broad public support, WMBD's Matt Porter says it's faced tough opposition in Springfield and in Washington.
Today, we are the only advanced country on earth that doesn't guarantee paid sick leave or paid maternity leave to our workers.
The day after President Obama called for guaranteed paid maternity and sick leave, low-income workers who would benefit say deciding between work and their health is a tough one.
I really don't want to lose my income, my basic income that I have, and then plus I really don't want to get my clients sick.
Advocates say providing guaranteed paid leave will help 43 million working families.
It's important that people don't have to make that sacrifice of whether or not they're going to go to work ill or take care of an ill child or family member and lose pay.
While business groups estimate the plan will cost $2 billion, supporters say it helps business in the long term.
It prevents turnover. It actually helps their bottom line, because what happens is that they have a better workforce, they have a healthier workforce.
But advocates say paid leave goes beyond economics. It's a human right.
So the fact that we are still struggling in this country to give people one day off for being sick or ill is truly unfathomable.
From Springfield, Matt Porter, WMBD 31 News.
The president's plan to help working families also includes raising the minimum wage. That's a topic we expect state lawmakers to debate when they return to session next week.
All advanced medical transport ambulances in Peoria, Pekin, and Streator are equipped with a new automated CPR device. The Lucas II performs nonstop resuscitation, doing so at the American Heart Association's recommended rate of 100 compressions per minute. And because it's a machine, of course, it never gets tired or needs a break. And the device also helps paramedics, allowing them to stay seated and belted for their ride while continuing to monitor their patient.
Well, if you are getting sick, you are not alone. But when it comes to making an appointment to see the doctor, it might not be easy. Local offices say if it is your first day with a sore throat or the sniffles, a doctor may not see you. But if you have symptoms lasting for 5 or more days, the chances are you need treatment. That's why it's important to explain how long you've been experiencing symptoms when you call. It's also important to mention other health complications you may have.
Anyone that has like COPD, any type of breathing issues, obviously they are more apt to pneumonia, something to that effect. So a lot of the times the physicians will definitely say put them on the schedule.
Another example, if you have a child with asthma, make sure to mention it when you call to make an appointment, even if the medical clerk doesn't ask.
A local diner is getting some statewide attention. How their trip back to the 1950s has customers coming back to their restaurant. That's next, but first, Marcus.
Paul, it was a pretty cloudy day again across the area. Good news, sunshine returns. That's going to help warm things up here over the next couple of days. We'll talk about the nice, warmer temperatures and when we may see our next chance of snow. That's coming up.
You're watching WMBD 31 News at 10 with Paul Cicchini, Maria Chandler, Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bailey with your local weather authority forecast, and Kurt Pegler with sports. This is WMBD 31 News at 10.
All across America, people are making the move to improve their TV and internet service by dropping satellite and switching to Xfinity.
Satellite was so frustrating. Bad customer service is one of my biggest pet peeves.
Comcast customer service has improved a lot over the last few years.
I love Xfinity On Demand because there's a lot more options for my kids to watch. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Martin, and we weren't happy with satellite, so we switched to Xfinity.
Join the move to improve and try us risk-free for 30 days. Get started with Xfinity TV for just $19.99 a month for a year. Call today.
Riding CityLink can make your winter commute hassle-free. Sit and relax all the way to work or school without having to worry about traffic or sliding through snowy streets. Get a CityLink Metro Pass and ride unlimited monthly for less than the cost of a tank of gas. CityLink, the better way to connect.
Thank you, State of Illinois, for finally fixing and passing the sales tax issue with leases. Because of them, you can lease a brand new 2015 Cruze for only $99 a month.
Or you could get a brand new Malibu for just $18,995 or $139 a month. Plus, you still get the Green's Goods package, the car washes, the $9.95 oil changes, and so much more.
Leasing means you're never going to be upside down again, 2 years free maintenance, and you trade every 3 years. You got to go green.
Ring, ring.
Your insurance claim is denied.
But I can't work.
Denied.
It's not my fault.
Denied.
I have a family to feed.
Claim denied.
Well done.
Well, what if they hire Strong Law?
Don't ever say that name to me.
Insurance companies don't like Strong Law, with good reason. Their clients have been awarded millions in compensation. If you've been injured, get Strong.
Time's running out. Install that new carpet free from UFS. UFS, your flooring headquarters, about 10 minutes from anywhere.
UFS, famous for deals on Adams Street, downtown Peoria. 10 minutes from anywhere.
Now, your local weather authority, WMBD 31 Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bailey.
Clouds are still hanging tough across the area. Good news, the visibility is not as low as what we've seen the past couple of nights around this time. I still think fog may be an issue when you're heading out the door tomorrow morning, but I think it's going to be really few and far between. Most areas are probably going to be all right. Live look now at our KBL Design Center camera. You can see visibility is fine. It's just still overcast. 34 right now at the airport. Winds are out of the southwest at 5. We're coming off a high of 37, so we haven't really slipped much from where we were this afternoon. Other numbers right now, just kind of hovering around that freezing mark. Dunlap 32, 31 Metamora and Washington. You're also looking at around 31 in Minonk and Hudson, checking in around 34 down in Delavan. Chilly spot right now, Kewanee at 27. And good evening, Bloomington. You are checking in at 32. We will dip down to around 28 here in the city. Mid-20s could be as cold as we get out to the west. 27 in Galesburg, 26 in Kewanee, 26 as well in Lakin, and around 27 in Bloomington for your Friday morning. As we plan the day out tomorrow, it should be a decent day. Going to be cloudy early, but as we get deeper on into the late morning and afternoon, the clouds start to break. We should start to see some sunshine, and that should help warm those temperatures up. We're into the mid to upper 30s by around lunchtime. Should get up into the low 40s tomorrow afternoon, so not too bad. Storm tracker, quiet. You can see more dense clouds down in the southern portions of Illinois, and that is kind of the leading edge of a massive system that's along the Gulf Coast. It is rain now, New Orleans, down towards Mobile, Alabama, and all the way up towards Atlanta. So this is all liquid. Behind that, it's snow, and a lot of snow with the colder air in place. They picked up over a foot of snow in places like Amarillo, Texas, up towards the panhandle of Texas. So that's extraordinary, and it's a mess down there. This stays well south of us, but we'll have the cloud cover from this system hanging around through the duration of the overnight before it actually breaks out of here by the afternoon. Future track will set this into motion. Your Friday looks good once we get past the morning cloud cover, sunshine. We'll have a quick disturbance that rolls through Friday evening. Could bring a brief amount of cloud cover, then it's on and off clouds for your Saturday, but we'll be dry. And then we'll be tracking our next system on Sunday, but look at this as it rolls through. It is mostly green very early Sunday morning. I will throw the small chance that it could be a little bit of snow early on before we see a full transition over to rain. So I don't think this is going to be too much of a trouble as we head into the end of your weekend. And then the system's out of here, colder temperatures to follow. Here's the weekend forecast. We'll get into 44 on Saturday, 41 then with that rain-snow mix on Sunday. Colder air in the Southside Bank 8-day outlook for Monday. Highs only in the mid-30s. We'll stay in the upper 30s as we head into Tuesday. We'll be right back.
I loved my Honda Civic, but the time came for a new car. So I looked around, decided to leave my Honda for a new Honda. The Accord, Civic, and CR-V all have EcoAssist, plus an Econ button for better fuel efficiency. Driving a Honda can save you a lot of money over time and fuel costs, so I got a personal trainer. Oh!
No churros!
Go on the churros!
Start something special with a fuel-efficient Accord, Civic, or CR-V from Honda, KBB.com's most trusted brand. At your Honda dealer.
Why do we go to ICPR Family Practice? They help keep my family healthy and active, and their awesome new facility confirms I've made the right choice. My youngest likes her well visits. My oldest is seeing great results after a sports injury, and I finally got my husband to get help for his knee pain. Plus, they do their physical therapy right there. Then there's me. I like going to Sumer Wellness for a little pampering and age-defying skincare. ICPR Family Practice is right for my family and yours.
Schedule your appointment today.
Thinking of exploring the theme parks and golf courses of Central Florida for fun in the sun? Fly nonstop to Orlando Sanford from Peoria International Airport. With our free parking, friendly faces, and shorter lines, you can focus on all the excitement Orlando has in store. Fly Peoria to Orlando Sanford and start your trip off right. Peoria International Airport, connecting you to the world.
It's winter clearance at Lebeda Mattress Factory. Save now on mattress sets, adjustable beds, latex and memory foam beds, bedroom furniture. Save on everything. Get Lebeda's Joy Springs Pillow Plush Queen Set now only $5.99 with free delivery and a free bed frame. Queen Pillow Top mattresses start at just $249. Twin, full, queen, and king. All sizes are on sale. Plus take 4 years to pay with no interest. Great mattresses, great savings at Lebeda.
Brought to you by Green Finish Line Ford.
Green Ford is kicking off the new year with new deals and insane leases. We're taking $4,500 off Explorers or a lease for $349 a month. And it's never been so affordable to get an F-150 at $13,000 off or lease for $354 a month. And you can get into a new car with a new Fusion or Escape for $189 a month or take $6,000 off. Nothing beats a Green Ford deal except maybe a green lease. You gotta go to Green, 2211 West Pioneer Parkway.
Taking action for you. This is WMBD 31 News at 10.
A diner in Peoria is among the best in the state. 50's Diner in the Metro Center is listed as one of the top diners according to Thrillist.com. The website ranked the top dozen diners found outside of Chicago. Funnel cake fries, country fried steak, and breakfast all day. just a few of the meals that keep people coming back. The servers, though, they say that this list just means they're doing their job.
The Normal Corn Belters hope to hit a home run for the Miracle League. The Corn Belters hosted their second annual Hot Stove Banquet tonight at the Marriott in Uptown Normal. The evening featured 7-time Major League All-Star Lee Smith as the keynote speaker. The event included a silent auction to raise funds for the Miracle League of Central Illinois, which is in the process of constructing a new baseball field for kids with disabilities on the Corn Belters property. The operations manager says the banquet serves as an excellent opportunity to promote the Miracle League.
It's a $400,000 project for them to put this field up, and anything that we can do to step up and help them, we want to be a part of, because it's such a great cause and such a great organization.
More than 200 people attended tonight's banquet.
Tonight's extra effort excels in class, tennis, and ballet. Kurt has her story next in sports.
But first, here's a look at your day on Wall Street.
I've had a lot of Hondas.
We went around the country talking to people who made the switch to Ford.
I loved the look of the Fusion. We test drove it. I was like, this is my car. The all-wheel drive is amazing. I felt so secure.
You can do it, Emmy! EcoBoost is when you can take a 4-cylinder and make it feel like a 6-cylinder.
I drove the Fusion, and I never went back.
Make the switch to Ford and get a Fusion with 0 for 60 plus 1,000 bonus cash. Or see the lease experts at your local Ford store and lease a Fusion for only $179 a month.
With the Luck Health Plan, there's no paperwork, no prescriptions, and no doctor's visits. Because there are no doctors. It's called the Luck Plan for a reason. It's based on luck. I jacked up my neck last week, and now I'm doing yoga. Who needs doctors? The Luck Health Plan. Namaste.
What is the Corvus Zone? It's the one place where grass and broadleaf weeds don't stand a chance. It starts down here, where it counts, but only when you use Corvus, the one corn herbicide that delivers 3 levels of defense: burn down, residual, and reactivation with rain. You want season-long control of the toughest weeds, including resistant ones. Welcome to the Corvus Zone.
Corvus, the #1 pre-emergence corn herbicide from Bayer.
I've had a lot of Hondas.
We went around the country talking to people who made the switch to Ford.
I loved the look of the Fusion. We test drove it. I was like, this is my car. The all-wheel drive is amazing. I felt so secure.
You can do it, Emmy! EcoBoost is when you can take a 4-cylinder and make it feel like a 6-cylinder.
I drove the Fusion, and I never went back.
Make the switch to Ford and get a Fusion with 0 for 60 plus 1,000 bonus cash. Or see the lease experts at your local Ford store and lease a Fusion for only $179 a month.
Instinct 2 Nitrogen Stabilizer for optimized yield potential.
With Instinct 2 Nitrogen Stabilizer, corn gets more nitrogen.
Now, WMBD 31 Sports.
The future stars of Illinois basketball don't appear to be waiting for the future. Sophomores Malcolm Hill and Kendrick Nunn turning heads already this year, and now you can add freshman LaRon Black to the list. His 15-point, 13-rebound game last night leads the Illini past Purdue and now puts him in heavy rotation for minutes. He says his mom has something to do with his toughness.
She didn't raise no quitter, so I wasn't going to quit. And with the people behind him, the coaching staff and everybody, I couldn't quit.
I'm thrilled for him, his effort, his motor, how much he cares about winning, how hard he competes, you know, his approach to practice, and it's been great.
Fighting Illini will play Minnesota on Saturday. The Bulls center, Paul Gasol, voted an NBA All-Star starter today, and tonight his Bulls beat San Antonio 104-81. Boys hoops surging, peaking, playing at Limestone in the Mid-Illini tonight. The Rockets building a 6-point fourth-quarter lead. Isaiah Riley the hoop here, but what a rally by the visiting Dragons. Off a steal, it's Elijah Henson to Noah Kesselmeyer, 2 of his 10, and then Kesselmeyer with a nice pass to Nick Campbell Pekin with a tough win, 44-41. Great girls matchup in the Mid-Illini. Two of the contenders. It's Canton at Washington. The Panthers score the first 7 points of the contest. Tia Sherman ahead to Kara Caldwell. It was 7-0 Panthers. Canton's going to try and rally. Sydney Schubert scored and the foul for a three-point play, but Washington is impressive tonight. Jess Lerner to three, part of a 51-37 win. State-ranked U-High playing host to IVC tonight, and on the break it's going to be Bailey Larson in addition to Raven Hughes. She lays it in. She scored 12 for U-High. IVC was down 9-zip before Shayna Van Ostren drives and scores for the Ghosts. But the Pioneers were too much. Shantae Stonewall 3 over game-high 18 in a 59-33 win. Kennedy Dura and state-ranked Brimfield in a good matchup at home against Lewistown. And this is Sydney LeGrand with a nice spin move, and the Indians trying to make a fourth-quarter rally. But Kenzie Schliff with some critical fourth-quarter hoops. Here, the rebound basket off the Riley Keith shot, and then later it's going to be a rebound and a three-point play for Schliff. 68-48. Brimfield the winner. Semifinals of the McLean County Tournament. Fieldcrest playing Tremont. It's Tremont's Wesley Woodard connecting with a jump shot. She had 14 for the Lady Turks. Fieldcrest 3 sports star Tessa Holland on the break. She had a game-high 18, but it's not enough. Michaela Rumbold hits the three. She scored 15. Turks onto the championship with a 55-45 win. Second game of the night at the Shirk. It's Tri-Valley and Leroy in that other semifinal. As the first quarter's winding down, Sammy Spencer hits the shots from the right elbow for Leroy, but Tri-Valley is going to advance to play the Turks. Maddie Merritt, the offensive rebound and the hoop, 41-32 Vikings. Anna Lou is at the top of her class in academics, athletics, and the arts. And tonight's Extra Effort Award winner has bounced back after major surgery. This is how many people know Anna Lou as a state qualifying tennis player at Richwoods High School. But tennis isn't her first love.
I kind of played during the summers with the Park District when I was younger, but I was never really into it because I was always at ballet, and ballet was a big part of my life.
Ballet has been a part of her life since she was 3.
I think it's the combination of the sporty side and the art side, because I'm really into music and I'm also into tennis.
Anna is a straight-A student who will also compete in the state music competition this month. She plays the viola. This senior seems to be good at everything she does: academics, athletics, and the arts.
You just have to be really committed to it and make sure you have the right passion for it, because if you don't love it, then you're not going to succeed at it, because that's just not just for ballet, it's for everything. If you put the time, the effort, and the passion into it, then you'll succeed.
Anna is also a fighter. She had a spinal fusion 13 months ago to combat scoliosis and has the scars on her back to prove it. But it's not slowing her down.
It's perseverance. Like someone after a back surgery to come into a ballet studio and to try to start where they left off is just, that's discipline.
Ballet, you move your body so much in order to express yourself and to express the dance movements, and so you kind of have to get more flexible, and it's really helped a lot.
Good luck to Anna. Briefly, ISU football gets 4 mid-year transfers, 3 linemen and a linebacker. They're from Iowa, Indiana, Oregon, and Toledo. Finally, rough day for St. Paul Mayor Chris Coleman. They've set up a crashed ice course downtown. He's going to, sample it, and they do call it a crash course. And then they put a camera on him, and they say, well, why don't you jump over this thing? And well, he's the mayor. He's not really a skater. So,
wow.
I give him credit. I give him credit, but I'm sure he's sore tonight.
I'm sure he is too.
Yeah.
That's rough. I'm surprised they let him do that, to be honest.
That's sports cream all over his body tonight, I'm going to guess.
That's why I stay off ice skates.
Good idea.
I'm not even going to think about it.
Mark is back right after this.
This portion of WMBD 31 News sponsored by...
Where it's more than a car.
It's a Honda.
The Extra Effort Award brought to you by Pods. Moving and storage solved.
How does Pods help remove the stress from moving? We deliver a container. You fill it up with all the things that need a home while you move yours. Take all the time you need, then just call us. We'll pick up your locked container and drive it to your new home. Pods.
Start the year off with money in your pockets from KBL's 20% store-wide sale on decorative items, artwork, furniture, lighting, ceiling fans, and more. Now is the time to save like never before on KBL Design Center style. KBL Design Center, Peoria, and Normal.
Ah, my favorite store, Plains Farm and Fleet. I love this place. I could spend all day here.
They got it all. Everything you need for the house, stuff from the car, tools, and the prices you just can't beat. Like this sweet deal. Save 20% on all Aqualife faucets and Extreme Allergen furnace filter from Best Air, $18.99. And this Woods extra heavy duty extension cord, only $49.99. I know you've heard it. Find value at Farm and Fleet? Do I? Yeah, every time.
Get up and go. If you're thinking about a new SUV, nothing compares to the Honda CR-V, Motor Trend's SUV of the year. CR-V has everything you want, like real-time all-wheel drive and Honda Lane Watch, collision mitigation braking system, and Earth Dreams technology. CR-V has luxury amenities minus the luxury price. The 2015 CR-V for only $239 a month is for a limited time only, so get up and go to your Central Illinois Honda dealer or visit centralilhondadealers.com.
Demand for energy has never been higher, and it's only going to increase. So Ameren, Illinois is getting ready for the future, investing in new equipment and advanced technology, strengthening the system that delivers natural gas and electricity, reducing outages and improving reliability by 20%. Doing whatever it takes, so we're ready for whatever comes. That's energy at work. Ameren, Illinois.
Across America, health barriers keep millions of disadvantaged school children from learning. Children's Health Fund is working to remove those barriers. To find out how you can help give every child a chance to be healthy and ready to learn, visit childrenshealthfund.org today.
It's the big event at Ashley Furniture Home Store. If you're ready for a room upgrade, now is the time to save big. For the first time ever, we're giving you the chance to take advantage of the biggest and best finance deal ever. 72 months with absolutely no interest. That's right. Take home any of our incredible furniture and enjoy 72 months to pay with no interest. Entire rooms starting at just $14 a month. It's the incredible big event, and it's happening now only at your Ashley Home Stores in Champaign, Peoria, and Bloomington.
Imagine being in Hollywood hanging out with all the big stars. WMBD can make that a reality. We're giving away a trip to the Grammy Awards next month. You and a friend will get free round-trip airfare, spend 3 nights at the JW Marriott Hotel. You're also getting 2 tickets to the Grammys and free admission to the Grammy Museum. Finally, you and your guest are on the list for the official Recording Academy after party. Just head over to our website, ciproud.com, for your chance to win.
Sounds like fun. All right, for the rest of the overnight tonight, we slip into the upper 20s. Maybe a little bit of patchy fog out towards Bloomington and Pontiac in the outlying areas. I think most of us are going to be fine, though. Sunshine reemerges by the afternoon. We'll be in the low 40s. Great start to the weekend. Sunny, mid-40s, and then possibility of a wintry mix. Mostly rain then on Sunday.
Loving that sunshine. Thanks so much, Marcus. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Don't forget, always online, ciproud.com. Good night.
Good night.